Hello, everyone. Welcome to an episode of Soul and Screen. And in this particular video, I'm going to do my prediction or thoughts on tonight's episode of Sistas, which is today is September 3rd. And I believe we're going into episode number 8 of season 9. I'm going to be really honest with you based on that preview that they gave us of this week's episode last week. I'm not really going to be discussing too much, but I do want to talk about the one thing that I think most people are talking about, and that's the phone conversation that Fatima had with Danny. When the clip first, I believe, shows that Fatima is kind of like talking to Zach, and somehow he's not really paying attention, and she calls him on it. She's like, what's going on? You're not even really listening. And so she then, the clip then cuts to Zach coming down the stairs, and her being on the phone with Danny saying that she hates to say this, and it stops and it moves on. So a lot of people have been speculating kind of like what she's going to say, and what is she's going to be kind of talking about Zach to Danny, and what is she going to say? Like, is she going to say something so bad to the point? And I think people are even kind of thinking she's going to say something like, maybe she's, something to glad that the baby is gone, because at least they won't be tied and connected. And I don't really think she's going to do that. Fatima was really genuine about co-parenting with Karen and trying to make the situation really work so that their children wouldn't grow up in this toxic environment, with Karen and Fatima being at each other's throat, or vice versa, really, because it was always Karen going and trying to start something with Fatima. But as a result of that, as we saw in the opening episode of season 9, in those first few episodes, Fatima was really champion for Karen. She really didn't want to see Karen hurt, and she didn't want the babies hurt. First of all, because I think just as a compassionate woman, black woman, but to see another black woman go through that kind of pain. And then also because one of the babies was her fiance. She loves Zach. And so she had said it in one of those episodes that she's sure that she will love his kids. She's already currently being the mother to Michael. And so I don't see that she would be having that type of conversation with Danny. My thoughts are, she's going to have a conversation more so on, I hate to say this, but I hate the fact that he was able to go and talk to Karen, but he's not talking to me. I think that's what the conversation is going to be. While Fatima is trying to give Zach mercy and give him some grace, let me say it that way, grace, to deal with his grief of losing the baby, she's still feeling distance, and she doesn't want that. She's trying to, they both are, I feel like, are trying to find a balance where she's trying to allow him to grieve, but she also wants him to not check out on her pregnancy. She's not rubbing it in his face or anything, but this is life. This is where we are. And so there is a part of her who wants to be happy, right? This is her first pregnancy with the man that she loves, that she's gotten this far with. And she wants to experience those joys with him, but she's trying not to, push him too much to come out of it. But at the same time, I do need you to come out of it, when she told him in the one episode and scene where she was like, we need you to be okay. And so I honestly think that's what the conversation with Danny is going to be about. Is going to be about her feeling some type of way that he was able to go and have this conversation with Karen. And I believe he's going to tell her, like, we got some closure. We were able to talk things through and this and this. And she's probably going to feel some type of way about it, because true enough, I understand you two are going through that together, but why can't you talk to me? And open up to me, you know what I mean? And I don't know that I can say that I think she's out of line for that. And the reason I say that is because of this. I think Zach can be honest enough to tell Fatima that I don't really know how to feel and how to participate in this pregnancy with you because I'm still feeling sad about losing Forever. And I think Fatima will respect that. She just wants him to talk to her. I don't think that she wants him not to feel what he's feeling or go through his grief. I think she's just wanting him to talk to her about the grief instead of going to talk to other people and even Karen. I do think she's going to feel some type of way about it. Like, why can't you talk to me? Me and you are engaged and all this. And not that I don't think that she would be upset that he talked to her, to Karen, in addition to talking to Fatima, but not speaking to her and not talking to her and going through what he's feeling, that's shutting her out. And I believe that's what the conversation with Danny is going to be about. So anyway, tell me what you guys think it's going to be about. I would love to hear your thoughts. Like, share, and comment down below, and let's see if we can get a conversation started. What do you think Fatima is going to tell Danny? Will it be about Zach, or in him going to talk to Karen? Do you think it'll be about, her trying to say that she's glad that the baby didn't make it because at least they're not tied and connected to Karen? Or even do you think it may be her telling Danny that Andy was acting all shady with her, because that could be that too. So let's see what's going to happen tonight. But let me know what you think in the comments.